Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, cool. Welcome to the family. So I thought today's video would be kind of easy, just sit down, chit chat, get ready with me type of thing. I don't have any event to go to or anything, I just need to film a video. So, and it is a roleplay video, and I needed to do some kind of look for it. And it's a recurring character, not Nancy though, because I mean hers is just two little products. But anyways, we're gonna get started. And also, if you're not really into rambling, I'm sorry, this is what this video is gonna be. I do have other videos that aren't rambling, but I've been gone for like over a month. Last week I uploaded a video, so this is that video that I said I had to explain everything in. So I'm gonna go ahead and start though. So first things first, I'm gonna trim my hand just so I don't have any germs and oils transferring to my face to cause acne. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my ring off so that it's. I got foundation on a couple nights ago and didn't realize it, and it ended up like staining the crap out of it. So whatever. And then I'm gonna take my 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲 Nourish and Soothe Oatmeal and Shea Butter Lotion, and I'm just taking the tiniest amount, and I'm just using this so that I can the most sensitive parts of my face. I do get very sensitive. I'm a very oily person, but when I layer on a lot of makeup, I get very dry. My pores get clogged, everyone's does. So I like to moisturize because I eat a lot of powder. So okay. So then the first product, so usually I would use a primer. So I'm going to do that. If I can get this primer to work. It got clogged. It's just the Too Faced Proactive Nourishing Hangover. You know, it's the, everyone uses it. You see it's clogged. So I'm just gonna have to okay, well, starting to come out. Here we go. So yeah, so I'm just using my viewfinder for this part. I'm not putting stuff all over my face, just because I'm mostly going to be working in certain areas, so I'm not doing a lot. I just find nowadays that the more time I spend on makeup with like, you know, layers and layers of foundation and things like that, the worse I look. So and I'm sorry if at one point you hear babies cry. My nephews are over. My mom is babysitting them, and I was too, but I had to film, so I came in here for a minute. They're asleep right now, but they're not long nappers. What's next? So I'm going to be wearing my hair down for the video, but for this sake, I'm leaving it up. I'm looking at my mirror, by the way, so So next I'm gonna dampen my beauty blender. It's not a beauty blender, it's a Dollar Tree blender, but I'm just getting it nice and damp. So this cup says free hugs. Make sure all the water's out of it. I just want it damp, or I'm gonna get streaky. I didn't want that. So I guess I start talking about what happened in my life recently. So a lot of crap has gone down lately. I mean, I'm probably like 3 or 4 things. So first, I'm using this light. It's not first, it's next. It's in the shade Light. It's the Maybelline Instant Ink Rewind Concealer. I don't use foundation that much. Like I said, layers and layers. I just don't feel like it makes me look any better than what this can for less on my face. So, right, so about what happened recently, there was a bunch of little tiny events that kind of accumulated into, you know, like a big snowball that kind of, you know, messed me up mentally, so. So I guess the first most important thing to talk about would be, I'm highlighting this, by the way, my cheek, so I guess the most important thing to talk about, though, would be the, so for the longest time, not a lot of people know this, but you're all gonna know it now. So for the longest time, my, whole family, you know, knew about my being trans, and except for, 2 people. You know, with my brother and his wife. Yeah, so, for the longest time, I was living a kind of Hannah Montana existence, I would joke and call it. But I call it Hannah Montana existence because, you know, most of the time I was my true authentic self, and then when they were around I was faking as something else. It was just, and it wasn't that they didn't accept me. I didn't know if they would. I mean, does anyone really ever really know? I mean, you can think you're gonna know, but until you really know, you know what I mean? So, I played it safe and didn't tell them. You know, it took them years to tell my aunt and uncle and my grandmother and my parents even, so. Yeah, so it's difficult. So, there was an event that someone who I'm not gonna name, just because, we've come to our differences. We've settled our differences, I guess you'd say. That person outed me to my brother and his wife. Which, yeah, to look at it one way, it's like, cool, they were cool with it, it doesn't matter. But you know, that was my thing. You know, to quote Simon, I'm the one who's supposed to be able to choose when and where that happens, you know? and they took it from me. So for the longest time I fell into this deep depression, even though my brother and sister-in-law were completely fine with it. You know, they had not a nary problem with it, so that was all fine. That wasn't the problem. It was just the fact that I wasn't in the correct mental state to be out like that, you know? I wasn't in my own headspace that I felt healthy enough that I could do that, you know? So, it was just not their place, and that's really what upset me the most, was that. So, let's see, yeah, so now I'm just taking my damp beauty blender and baking the most important places. I used to do it dry, and one night my sister and I binged Jeffrey's videos and found that he uses a wet beauty blender, and I have to say the bake stays on a lot better that way. So I don't do it like, so if you notice I drag my concealer out this way and tapered it out, but I don't put the bake there. Only in like the main spots. And I don't do it on my nose either because I'm going to be contouring that. So after that happened with them outing me like that, I fell into that dark depression and I began to fall back into fallout. So for powder I use the Coty Airspun in clear, and for the contour I'm using Wet n Wild's contour palette in Caramel Toffee, which is like a slight bit darker than what I need, but I can buff it out, it's fine. So, you know, after that happened, and I fell into that depression, I started feeling more thoughts of suicide and thoughts of wanting to just quit everything. You know, I mean, I had half a mind to just drop out entirely, which I didn't, but I had half a mind to, which is not good. But it was just the fact that I couldn't do anything. I mean, those of you who have depression know what it's like to, you know, when it really hits hard, it's just one of those things you really can't get past. And it feels like the world is not on your side. It's completely against you. And that's the way I thought. You know, that was my thinking for like well over a month. So that happened. And then on top of that, my family hit a financial crisis, which we're making do, so, you know, so that's actually why I ended up putting more ads in my videos, which I've taken them down now because I realize that's really not, you know, for lack of better words, I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers or ASMR artists who uses YouTube for money. I think there's ads at the beginning of videos and that's it. Let me know if they're anywhere else and I will take them down. I have to figure it out. I'm not really used to the AdSense thing, the Creator Studio. If you have a channel, it's been updated, and it drives me insane. So, hold on a sec, that's my dog. So yeah, then after that I took on an online job with writing. And I did that because really, I didn't have a choice. You know, there's been YouTubers and ASMR artists I've seen in the past who are like, I'm not saying names, but like, and just people I know in general from my life who are very stuck or comfortable in, you know, what they have in their lives. And so, you know, you gotta make sacrifices. So that's another reason why I wasn't really doing YouTube, was I was busy, really busy. So, now I'm just going to take that damn beauty blender again and put the bake in the places I didn't contour to kind of emphasize that narrowed shape. That looks so good. I look like a ghost. When don't I though? Right, so what's next? I'm gonna do eyeshadow. I don't think I'm gonna do much. I think I'm just gonna do one color. So this is the Pixie Apricot Glow Mesmerizing Mineral Duo. I forget where I got this. I think a friend bought it for me. So the other night, I wore a color similar to this, where it's, you know, I can put it in my crease, but it's kind of glittery, as you can see. So what I did is I damped in my brush, just the slightest little bit. And it helped with keeping the color intact. So I think it's gonna do the same tonight. So. Just gonna take it. I'm taking the dark brown shade, by the way. And oh my gosh, I didn't powder my eyes. Can you believe me? Alright, ASMR's canceled. Just waiting for that to happen. Is it bad to say? That's like gonna happen one day. So. Do you see my hair? It does that every freaking time. Pees me off. Okay, so. I can't talk very much in this part. So as you can see, it's a lot more intense that way. And it looks sloppy, but that's okay. Because A, it's just makeup, it comes off. And B, we're gonna go back in a minute and fix it all. The only thing I don't like about doing it this way is that it leaves a weird feeling on my eyes where it's wet. It leaves like a really odd feeling. So you can see that one has a little bit more than that one. That's okay. We're gonna fix that. It's a little bit deeper now. So, after I fell into that, I guess you'd call it a depressive state, that's what I would call it. I finished school though, I finished the semester. I mean, I missed like 4 assignments, but I passed, that's what matters. I got all A's, that's all that matters. Which sounds stupid, because I've had people in the past tell me, like, how can you be, like, I've had friends who are like, how can you be depressed, because they're not friends anymore, but like, how can you be depressed if you're completing your schoolwork, if you're doing the work you have to do? It's like, I don't want to, but I have to, because I know if I don't, it's gonna make me even more depressed. It's gonna just pile onto that already bad feeling. So with a clean brush, I'm just going in and blending out all the harsh edges. This is my favorite part, I'm not even gonna lie. I love seeing it all just blend together. It looks so nice. For some reason that looks darker there, so I'm gonna blend that out a little bit more. See if we can't lighten it. Maybe it's the lighting. I really don't care. It's makeup, like I said, it's gonna come off in a little bit. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Gotcha. I'm going to take another brush if I can find it. That's for my inner corner. I'm going to, you guys are gonna like rate me to filth for this part, but whatever. So I lied about this being a one eyeshadow look. Sorry. I'm going to take a shadow I really want to use, because I haven't got to use it in a while. If I can find it, which one. I don't know where it's from or where it's at, but it's a shade I have in my mind. If I can just recall the color. Maybe this is it. No, that's not it. It's in my mind, but you would do that, like you see it and you're like, there's a color that I've used before that I think would look really nice. Okay, here it is. So I'm using the supercharged super intense eyeshadow duo in Electric, and I'm gonna go in with that little gold shade. So again, I'm just gonna damp my brush just the slightest bit. Usually I would use spray for this, but I'm out of spray. And really that was the only thing I was using it for. So now I'm going to take a little blending brush. I know, it's not a flat brush, but it's not dampening it. Never mind. So if this doesn't work with this color, I may have to use my finger. Oh no, okay, there we go. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but I mean, it's already blinding, but I guess on camera it really doesn't, so I'm actually just gonna go in with my finger and then blend it out with that wet brush. So now you can kind of see it. So I'm just gonna sort of layer it on best I can. It's there. So I'm gonna do the same to the other eye. Just gonna really dig into that shadow. So where was I with my story? Oh, so after all that went down, I stopped uploading videos in majority part because I just wasn't feeling it. Simple and short. Sometimes you lose your, what's the word for it? Drive to, make these types of videos. So, and I just felt that, I couldn't rightfully make these videos and do it well, so look how nice that looks. I'm just gonna zoom in real close. Oh, I'm just gonna keep it right there so you guys can see. It's kinda pretty. So cool. So now I'm gonna go back to that wet brush with the dig into it, really dig into it. This is a crappy shadow. Really, really dig into it. Get nice and moist. It looks like mud and I love it. Oh my god. So, I have a base, so that water dripped in my eye. Oh well. Live and you learn. I put way too much water, but it don't matter. Because it's gonna look pretty and shiny. And that's all that really matters. So I'm gonna go back in this tiniest bit of that before powder. I'm going to do the dry brush with this version. We're just gonna slightly buff out those edges and make it look better. Yay. The top edge is done. So now I'm going to take it under the bottom. It doesn't take me but like 3 seconds or whatever. It's not very long. So that was mostly, God, watch me mess up everything in my life. Too late for that. That was self-deprecating humor, by the way. I have a lot of that in my sleeve. If you can't laugh at yourself, how can you laugh at anyone? Okay, RuPaul, calm down. anyone really look attractive while doing a bottom shadow like that? I mean, let's be real. So, I'm really not the best person in doing something like this, but you know, it's fine. Again, it's just makeup. You can do it, I can do it, everyone can do it. I don't know, it's just makeup. I mean, funny story, just real quick to tell you guys. There was this woman, my sister-in-law took my nephews with her to go grocery shopping, and I just dropped my nose contour brush. I might throw myself out a window. So there was this woman who, she put my nephew in a pink, those cars at the cart. And so this woman's like, you realize that's pink, right? That's a boy. And my sister-in-law's like, yeah, and he likes it, so get lost. It's like, it's a color, people. Okay, he's not even 2 years old. He sees pretty color, he sees car, he wants to drive. You know, like, calm down, it's just a color. So, that was really cool. That she stood up like that. Like, she fought back. I thought it was so cool. That was funny, too. So now I'm just curling my lashes. To get them ready for mascara. So, yay, mascara. One of my favorite parts. Yeah. So, but actually first I was gonna light my waterline. Do I have a lighter? That's the question. I think I do. Yeah, I do. My brows, not even the same color. I don't do my brows. Switch up these pencils. It's not the color I needed. This is the color I needed. I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows. I don't really worry too much about them. I just fill this one in. If you ever heard someone just filling in one brow, my vision just went blurry. I do. Just because I don't, you know, I dyed my brows when I was like 12, and so they've never quite had the same color since, and I used to do just the baby wipe, but then I noticed that they were still looking like different colors, and so I try to make them look like at least slightly similar in color, and not like an auburn and a brown. So that's still kind of light, but I don't really care at this point. It's just a brow. So I'm taking this, by the way, that was the Wet n Wild Ultra Brow Retractable Brow Pencil in medium brown. So I'm taking this Avon something mascara, something eyeliner. I don't know what kind. And I'm melting it up. I just set that on fire. We love setting ourselves on fire. And I'm just gonna pull you a little bit closer so I can look in the viewfinder and blacken this up. If you guys know any of good kohl pencils, you know, let me know. I've yet to find a really good one. I had this little Wet n Wild one that was supposed to be nice, but I'm being honest, it did absolutely nothing for me. And you'll notice I'm only doing it to a certain point. And that's just so that it matches with the bottom shadow that I brought out. And then I'm just going to take that same dry blending brush and kind of buff the color together. Pretty. That eye is darker. Usually that wouldn't bug me, but it's bugging me now. I don't know why. My camera is dying. I had 2 more batteries, but still. Focus on me. Focus on me. There we go. So the last part of the eyes, before we step into the realm of mascara, I'm going to go back to that 2-pan duo from Pixie and take that lighter shade and just pop it there in the inner corner. And just a little bit on the brow bone. Not too much. Just enough to see a subtle highlight. So yeah, oh my god, look at that powder. Oh, I can't stand myself. Okay. So, I'm going to change my battery real quick and we'll be right back to finish up. Oh hi, and we're back. So, we're almost done with the eyes. Got mascara left to do. So, I'm taking this old Revlon Lash Potion. God, man, they don't sell it anymore. Mine's stuck together. But, one thing y'all don't know about me is I'm nasty, so I don't care about makeup, really. That's one of the things I really don't care about myself. I'm like such a hygienist, but when it comes to makeup, I really don't care. As long as it doesn't get me acne, I'm fine. So of course, like foundation and stuff is really important, but, well, I guess concealer for this sake. When it comes to mascaras, if it still puts out color, it's still good to me. Even if it is a bit clumpy. But I kind of like that clumpy, you know, spider lash kind of look, so I'm fine with that. So I've been doing a lot of writing recently. Well, I've been writing it for a long time. I just never mentioned it because I feel like from my brand I've built with, you know, ASMR and stuff, I've kind of created this persona of, you know, kid-friendly. Everything I do is like PG. And that's just not the case. I mean, I watch, horror movies. I, listen to, oh god, vulgar music. Yeah, I'm religious and Christian and whatnot, but I just don't think, like, in simpler terms, I think there are more things to be worried about than what music a person listens to, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more things to be worried about in the world. Same with, I think there's a lot more things to be worried about than who marries who. you know? So, that's just my opinion. It's a very unpopular one among my community. My real life community. Lashes are done. I'm not going to be putting on fake lashes because I've just stopped wearing those. There's no point. There's just so much work for nothing. So I think I have 3 more things to do. 3, yeah. First, blush. So I'm going to be taking my Tarte blush in Party. It's the Amazonian clay. It's a lot more pink than I'd like, but you know. I think it's cute. Look how pink I look. Holy crap. Oh, hi, Mrs. Claus. I see you've come back for a visit. That's fine. We're going to diffuse it with that powder. So it's still going to have its, you know, blushy undertone. But it's going to be less pink and not harsh and ugly. So, another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, or ask you guys really. No, I didn't. I was going to continue my story about what I was writing. So like, what you guys, and it's the same with all not a celebrity, oh Jesus, let me change my words. It's the same with anyone in the public eye. So like, I have a YouTube channel that's technically public eye. You know, we put on these, I'm not a fake person now, by any means, but we all put on these personas, I guess. And I'm still a nice person. I consider myself the same person I am on my YouTube channel. But there's a lot of stuff that is held back. And for the longest, which is why for the longest time I thought about quitting YouTube altogether. Just because I don't want anything from, you know, what I've done in my life, or what I still do, to come back and bite me in the butt, so, and make you guys think any different of me as a person. You know, we were all teenagers once, we've done stuff, so, and, you know, even now, I do things that, you know, in general population is like, big deal, whatever, normal people do that, but, you know, again, when you have 12-year-olds watching your videos, it's like, you kind of have, it's a little brown up there from the highlight, you kind of have to watch, you know, what you do to protect, not only yourself, but your viewers from seeing anything they might find harsh to themselves. So, I don't know, it's just weird. By the way, I'm using the Wet n Wild Eyeliner Go Bar Holly, as I always do, because it is my favorite eyeliner. You can't really, it's not picking up very well in this light, but it's kind of like a sun blinding. Yeah, so my nose picks up pretty well. I think that's it, besides a lip. So, with this lip, I'm thinking neutral. Just I'm thinking this next color in Zurich. Let me make sure though. Ooh, that's actually a lot pinker than I thought it was gonna be. It looks brown, but it's very pink. I don't like that. This one's supposed to be brown. This one's pretty brown. Let's use this one. This is the NYX whipped toffee food. I don't know. I think I'll use this one and then top it with the gloss. A lot of people like my glosses. So, you know what? I've been writing. I read a lot of erotica, so I write a lot of erotica under a pen name. That was just an awkward silence, my bad. So, she's looking cute. She's looking real cute. So, I think that's it. I really don't think I'm gonna do a gloss. This isn't matte, so unless it dries down matte, I'm not gonna do a gloss. And, before any of you ask, I won't be giving out my pen name. Because I have friends who have read my books, read my stories, and I don't want, and they don't know it's me, so, yeah, I don't want that to be, like, their opinion on me, you know what I mean? Hi, Jesus. It's Jesus, and someone followed me named Jesus, or Jesus probably, but Jesus. So, that's the look. So, I'm covered in powder, but let me just let my hair down. I hope it's not greasy. I just washed it last night, but I played baseball today with my nephew. There we go. She's looking real cute. We like her. We really like her. So, that's it. That's the look. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Again, it was sort of just to sit down. There's really no triggers per se, but I hope you liked it, and if you did, maybe you'll come back for more. So, thank you again, and thank you for all your support through this hard journey. We're getting there. So, until next time, remember you're beautiful, you're wonderful, and you are loved. Bye.